and hello James Cameron. This is my version of how Terminator 3 would be, and I was very disappointed that James Cameron let Terminator die after the second movie and let others making shit of it. So James Cameron told that he doesn't see a way to make another Terminator movie after the second one, and I think the second one is a real good options and have real good story options for the third movie. So this is my version of Terminator 3, how it have to be. So we know for two big things from Terminator 2. One thing is that John Connor falls in love with the Terminator as a father, because he never got the father, and as the Terminator dies, for John Connor it's like his father is dead. And the other thing is that John Connor destroyed the building with the Terminator, where the pieces of the first Terminator was that Cyberdyne had now in their hands, and they destroy it. And that means for me that Cyberdyne itself, the big boss of it, and the guys behind it never was killed. Okay, they just destroyed this building where these pieces of the first Terminator was. So for me, this is how we start the real Terminator 3. In my version of Terminator 3, the big boss of Cyberdyne would come to this building, see it is destroyed, see that the pieces are away, and is very angry and goes away. 10 years later, John Connor is 20, 25, in that age, and his mother is dead, and Cyberdyne is gaining knowledge again and are building buildings up and are producing things up, and John Connor has started a small group of rebels who try to stop Cyberdynes and destroying their buildings, destroying their things. So in the future, Cyberdyne sends Arnold Schwarzenegger as a Terminator back to time of now, where the John Connor is a rebel who's against Cyberdyne and tries to kill the big boss of Cyberdyne, the big scientist of it. And because Cyberdyne knows in the future that John Connor was falling in love with the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator as in father, they know it, so they sent the same Terminator back, a little aged. So this Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, tries to win John Connor's trust by playing his role as a dad, role as a friend. John Connor is very happy that he is back, and slow he shows the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the secrets of his rebel groups, what they want to do, what they done and not done, and they go and making some big action things with Arnold's Terminator. So the Terminator get his trust for the final thing that the rebels are planning for Cyberdyne headquarters, where the big boss is. And as they go there, the big surprise is that Arnold Schwarzenegger turns again as a bad Terminator, show his true face, and say, okay, I just make you to a fool, and I'm a bad one this time again. And then in the headquarters of the Cyberdyne, they are locked just with this Terminator, have to fight him, and the whole Cyberdyne team is in there. Big Boss 2, and at the end they win. The big company the headquarters explodes, and the important guys of this company and the boss dies too. They beat the Terminator, and in this version you could make another Terminator that plays the bad guy until this ending. So there are maybe two bad Terminators in this movie. So the Arnold Schwarzenegger one plays some good guy until the end, and then joins with the bad Terminator to destroy the rebels, because they are now captured in the headquarters. And between these all things, you can do great action, great things, very good storytelling by showing how John Connor falls in love with the Terminator as a father again, and they do something, and the big surprise at the end of the movie would be that the Terminator is really bad, and they just use it to get the information and to get the rebels there where they have to want them. But at the end of the movie, the rebels wins, the headquarters explodes, and all Cyberdyne important people with it. And at the end, John Connor tells in his brain, we have to hope never ever a company like Cyberdyne's come again. And then the movie ends. And the new bad Terminator can be some really, I say, must not be very crazy. I think the thing the Terminator has is in itself, because he gets the metal hands, and I would do the bad Terminator in the third movie so that he comes and has so much power in his hands, everything what he's grabbing destroys. He grabbed the hands cut off, he grabs the heads, and the heads explodes and such things. And I think that would be a very interesting part. So the bad Terminator in this third installation would have such a easy weapon, nothing special, just his hands, and he destroys everything with his hands. And at the end he joins Arnold Schwarzenegger as a second Terminator, because Arnold Schwarzenegger goes bad too at the end, and this surprised the audience, and together they kill the rebels one by one in the headquarters until John Connor finds something that kills them both and let the headquarters explode as whole. This is a real good way to end Terminator, in my opinion. In the third movie, everything what they done, I think, was too not getting it. Okay, so bye guys, bye James Cameron.